Hey guys, David here at Guitar Tricks. Today, we're going to learn about how we can start demystifying the fretboard by using triads. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. While you're at it, go ahead and hit the like button too. It'd really help us out. Now, let's get back to the lesson. First off, if you don't know what a triad is, it's a chord made up of 3 notes. There's tons of different types of them, but we'll be focusing exclusively on major triads today, and more specifically, the C major triad. What we're going to do is organize the 3 notes of our triad into as many different configurations as we can on the guitar. The plus side is that there's only 3 ways we can order those notes. We've got C, E, and G. That's the normal way. We call this root position, because the root is the lowest note in the chord. E, G, and C, that's the first way that we can reorder the notes, so we call it the first inversion. And finally, we get G, C, and E. That's the second way we can do this, so we're going to call it second inversion. If you need more info on how triads or other chords are built, head over to guitartricks.com for tons of great lessons on the theory basics for this technique. All right, on to the real meat of today's lesson. We're going to learn the triad and its inversions in every possible place on the guitar by splitting this up into 2 exercises. First, we're going to play this with 4 chords on every group of 3 adjacent strings. So that's the E, A, and D, A, D, and G, D, G, and B, and G, B, and E. And then 2, we're going to link these together and move up the neck by playing 2 chords on every group of 3 strings. I'm going to play the first exercise for you now slowly and let you know what inversion the chord is when I play it. That'll tell you the order of the notes and help you to learn your notes all over the fingerboard in a more organic chord-based way. Also, if you check out the video description, there should be a PDF down there for the worksheet for this whole exercise. Ready? Here's the first one. This is starting with our second inversion C chord. Fingering is 2, 3, and 1. Down here at the 2nd position. Up to root position at the 5th position. First inversion is going to be at the 10th position. And then we do the octave of the first shape all the way up at 14th position. One more time. Second inversion. Root position. First inversion. And second inversion. Then we'll drop down to the next 3-string group and do this, starting on root position. This one might look really familiar to you if you're paying really close attention. Root position. First inversion's at the 5th position. Second inversion is at 9th position. And then root position, we have to change the fingering slightly, but this one is at 12th position. One more time, that's root position, first inversion, second inversion, and root position. Dropping back down, we start with first inversion at the open position, going to second inversion, 5th position, root position is at 8, and the octave of the first inversion, we got to change the fingering again. We're going to do that at 12th position. One more time. First inversion, second inversion, root position, and first inversion. And the last group, we're going to drop down to the open position again and do this really baby one with a bunch of open strings. Oh, that's second inversion, by the way. Root position is at the 3rd position here. First inversion comes up to the 8th position. Second inversion is at 12. You can also do this one like this, but I like to do it with this bar because for this last group, we need 1 extra chord. You'll see why in just a moment. The extra chord is the octave of our root position chord from here. We're going to do this way up here at the 15th position. You can do this like this if the fingering is too tight for you to do it like this. One more time, here's that last group. Second inversion starts it off, then root position, up to first inversion, second inversion, and root position for our extra one. Once you have that under your fingers, you can link these together every 2 chord shapes. Here's what that looks like. Again, I'll call out the inversion so you know what order the notes will be in. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're now going to link these every 2 chords. Starting on the lowest one we've got, that's second inversion. Move up to root position. And now we're going to pivot to the next group. All we need to do for that is drop that pinky, and there it is. That's first inversion. Next chord on that group is second inversion. Then we pivot. Root position on the next group, up to first inversion on that group. This is why I do it with the bar. Second inversion for that one. And here's why we needed the extra for the second chord on the final group, root position. We'll go through that one more time. Starting with second inversion down low. Root position. First inversion. Second inversion. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, and root position. Now remember guys, this isn't so much about shredding through these as it is about building a deeper understanding of the fretboard and helping to memorize lots of different ways to play the same chord. We can apply this exercise to every key and every chord type too. I'd also recommend trying to find ways to play the lowest possible version of a chord to start off in. So if you're playing in another key, always try to find the lowest chord that you can possibly play. That way, you'll be learning these using the full range of our instrument. What other tips do you guys want to see here on the channel? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth, step-by-step lessons.